What's good, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Bible with the Daily Tapper. Last time, Bible chapter C, we looked at chapter 31 of Exodus, Bezalel and Oholiab. But today, we'll be looking at chapter 32 of Exodus, the golden calf. Hopefully it's not too long. When the people saw that Moses was so long coming down from the mountain, they gathered Aaron and said, "Come, make us gods, who will go before us. As for this fellow Moses, who brought us out of Egypt, we don't know what has happened to him." Aaron answered them, "Take off the gold earrings that your wives, your sons, your daughters are wearing, and bring them to me." So all the people took their earrings and brought them to Aaron. He took what they handed to him and made it into an idol cast in the shape of a calf, fashioning it with a tool. Then they said, "These are your gods, Israel, who brought you out of Egypt." When Aaron saw this, he built an altar in front of the calf and announced, "Tomorrow there will be a festival to the Lord." So the next day the people rose early and sacrificed burnt offerings and prayed fellowship offerings. Afterwards they sat down to eat and drink and got up to indulge in revelry. Then the Lord said to Moses, "Go down, because your people whom you brought out of Egypt have become corrupt. They have been quick to turn away from what I commanded them, and have made themselves an idol cast in the shape of a calf. They have bowed down to it and sacrificed it and said, 'These are your gods, Israel, brought you out of Egypt.' I have seen these people," the Lord said to Moses, "and they are stiff-necked people. Now leave me alone, so that my anger may burn against them, as I may destroy them, and I will make you into a great nation." But Moses sought favor in the Lord his God. "Lord," he said, "why should your anger burn against your people, whom you brought out of Egypt with great power and a mighty hands? Why did the Egyptians say, you did it with evil intent that he brought them out, to kill them in the mountains, and wipe them off the face of the earth? Turn from your fierce anger. Relent and do not bring disaster on your people. Remember your servants Abraham, Isaac, and Israel, to whom you swore by your own self, I will make your descendants as numerous as the stars in the sky, and I will give your descendant." Oh, I turned it off. "Give your descendants all the land I promised them, and it will be their inheritance forever." Then the Lord relented and did not bring on his people the disaster he had threatened. Moses turned and went down to the mountain with the 2 tablets and the covenant law in his hand. They were inscribed on both sides, front and back. The tablets were the work of God. The writing was written of God, engraved on tablets. When Joshua heard the noise of the people shouting, he said to Moses, "There is a sound of war in the camp." Moses replied, "It is not the sound of victory. It is not the sound of defeats. It is the sound of singing that I hear." When Moses approached the camp and saw the calf and dancing, his anger burned and threw the tablets out of his hands, breaking them into pieces at the foot of the mountain. He took the calf the people had made and burned it in the fire, and then he ground it to the powder, scattered it on the water, and made the Israelites drink it. He said to Aaron, "What did these people do to you, that you led them to such great sin?" "Do not be angry, my lord," Aaron answered. "You know how prone these people are to evil. They said to me, 'Make us gods who go before us.' As for this fellow Moses brought us out of Egypt, we do not know what has happened to him." So God told them, "Whoever has gold jewelry, take it off." Then they gave me the gold, and I threw it into the fire. Then they gave me the gold, and I threw it into the fire, and out came this calf. Moses saw the people running wild, and Aaron had let them out of control, and so become a laughingstock for their enemies. So he stood at the entrance of the camp and said, "Whoever is the Lord, come to me." And all the Levites raised to him. Aaron said to them, "This is what the Lord God of Israel says. Each man should have a sword to his side. Go back and forth through the camp, one and the other, killing his brother and friend and neighbor." The Levites did as Moses commanded, and that day about 3,000 of the people died. Then Moses said, "You've been set apart to the Lord today. For you were against your own sons and brothers, and he has blessed you this day." The next day Moses said to the people, "You've committed a great sin, but now go up to the Lord. Perhaps I can make atonement for your sin." So Moses went back to the Lord and said, "Oh, what a great sin these people committed. They have made themselves gods of gold. But now please forgive their sin. But if not, then vote me out of the book you've written." Well, that's the Bible, isn't it? The book you've written. The Lord replied to Moses, "Whoever has sinned against me, I'll blot out of my book. Now, go lead the people out of the place I spoke of, and my angel will go before you. However, when the time comes for me to punish, I will punish them for their sin." And the Lord struck the people with a plague. because of what they did with the calf Aaron had made. Thank you all for listening. I'm Daily Deva. It's been a pleasure.